Hello, 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 everybody. How are you? How are you? This is my fault. When I was working on the Nukes top 5, I was up for days working on that, and I put hi Warpath, hi sweetheart. I put the wrong date down, and I figured just a couple hours ago or an hour ago. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! I put the wrong date down. So it might be just you and me, Warpath. It might be just you and me. Do you want to see the? I got a new entry. You want to see it? Hold on. Let me get it back to. Watch this. Let me know if you like it. You're a lot of light. You're a little warpath. All right. Today we're gonna do the Nukes top 5. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I thought it looked spooky. Just wait till the 28th. The 28th scared me to death. My hair on my arms are still standing up from what I just finished this morning. And be prepared on the 28th. Say a prayer before we do this because I'm going to say a prayer. But the Nuke's top 5, I did 5 of his paranormal. Then I did 5 of his spookiest toys since Christmas is coming up. So here we are. And I put his link down below if you haven't never seen Nuke's top 5. You know what? That's on the 28th. They caught a skinwalker on a cam. They caught a skinwalker, girl. So you're going to love the 28th. You're going to love the 28th. They caught it. That's what it made my skin just crawl. It's still crawling now. And it kind of hurt my phone and laptop. You know, I have to anoint it after this and before the 28th again. Because my phone was dying. It was not holding the charge, and it wasn't playing on my laptop. Yes, it's a skinwalker, girl. Skinwalker. So we're gonna have to say a prayer before we do the 28th. And everyone that went into this house on the 28th to do the paranormal stuff has died. So he is no longer allowing anybody to go in to do the paranormal checks because they all died. That's how spooky it is. So here we go for the Nukes top 5. They're not as scary as the 28th, but this is good enough. Yeah, I know. Oh my goodness, I know. So hold on for the like I said, my hair on everything in me saying abort, abort, abort. It's scary as shit, let me tell you. Okay, here's Nukes. Top 5.
We all have our own favorite childhood toys that hold a special place in our heart. We also have our own childhood fears, scary incidents that are burned into our brain forever. Now, sometimes childhood fears and childhood toys overlap. Here are the top 5 scary toys caught on camera. Oh, and just to make things a little more disturbing and make this video a little different from the typical scary toys video, these are all toys that people are still buying for their kids today, right now. Links to all of the scary toys are in the description if you want to traumatize yourself all over again.
I think it's a toy.
Which one? I never heard of one before. Furby. Your best friend, your worst enemy. What's that? Hey, up, it's my Furby. Furby, got to love and tap.
Did you ever have a Furby? I had a Furby. One worked and one didn't. One just didn't act right.
Furbies made national news in 1998 as the first robot ever developed and mass-produced as a consumer device. In this case, a toy for children. The Furby spoke its own unique language called Furbish when first purchased, but it was programmed to gradually learn English over time so that it could speak to its child playmate. The launch of this robot did not go as planned. The first release of the Furbies were defective.
Did the one you got for your niece, did it work? I had to. I really love those little guys. I hope you didn't get the new Furbies because they'll tell you why in a moment. Not to get the new Furbies.
Hello, I'm...
Sorry about that.
The robot dolls would randomly freak out, screeching gibberish and making weird facial expressions while rapidly blinking its eyes as if possessed. Turns out the computer chip in the Furby robot was very unstable and often malfunctioned, sending the Furby into a stream of random, frightening behavior and speech that often traumatized any child in its presence. These random malfunctioning Furbies are now very sought after by toy collectors, but to some, they are nightmarish child.
I'm glad it was an old one because you'll find out about the new ones, and it's kind of scary in another way.
Memories. But forgetting all of that nightmare fuel, Furbies are amazingly still sold today. The newest version is the quote Furby Connect. But there are still concerns even with these new Furbies. In 2016, a UK consumer group warned that a lack of robust security measures made it possible to hack into the toy and use it as a surveillance device. Now, tell me that doesn't sound like a Black Mirror episode. Anyway, did you have...
Now, see, they could hack into the Furby and can watch watch the children play and find out different things about the family. Now, that is scary. That is scary. You would think they would make a toy. Yeah, you would think they would make a toy that they couldn't hack and see in. That is scary.
Have a weird Furby scary toy experience yourself? Let me know down in the comments. And if you want one of these beasts in your home, there's a link to buy one down in the description. Creepy doll. Earlier this year, a scary video surfaced of a creepy doll that was supposedly found in a graveyard in Mexico. But creepiest of all, the doll's eyes seemed to follow the viewer as they moved. Well, the video was a hoax, but the doll is very real. It was a creation by Oklahoma artist Julia Lane. Julia's making very bizarre, creepy dolls, some of which have eyes that follow you wherever you move.
Now, I don't know who would make a doll like that. I wouldn't give that to a kid. There's no way with fangs. You're in Oklahoma? Would you like something like that? A vampire doll?
These scary toys aren't really made for kids, but are basically amazing pieces of horror art. A link to the doll page is in the description. The Ouija board.
All right. Those dolls were kind of creepy, weren't they? Oh, there's no way. I couldn't even, I'm okay with dolls. Can you imagine waking up and seeing that on your dresser? Just staring at you? No way.
If you're a regular viewer of this channel, you know that I did a whole countdown on scary videos with Ouija boards. In the comments of that video, a few people mentioned that it was weird that a Ouija board was sold as a simple children's toy by the Hasbro Toy Company, even though some people characterize it as a device to contact ghosts or possibly even evil spirits. In this spooky clip, a group of teens are using a Ouija board in a graveyard when they begin hearing strange noises.
If there's a spirit near us.
Now, my mom bought us one when she thought it was a toy, and then all of a sudden she ran in, grabbed it, and burned it. And she said, Pastor said it was not a toy. So we had one, but ever since then, something was walking upstairs, and we had a Great Dane that he would come in and check us all out. And Mom said that every time he heard footsteps, the dog would go up and check us all out and then come down and lay down.
What is your name? You're not moving that, King.
Yeah, the board is evil. That's how my place got haunted. My son made one of those, homemade. And it opened something up in my home.
Oh, Grandma. You can tell I'm not.
What was that?
Jay?
Don't tell me this is about to spell Joe.
Guys. What? Joe, is this you?
You heard that? Oh my god. I don't know what to pay attention of.
Yeah,
You're not moving that.
Grandma, I'm not.
No, this is not even funny on Grandma.
Oh, I'm moving it back. Move it
this
back.
No, this ain't even funny.
Move it back to G.
Look whose grave. Hold on, let me take my fingers off this real quick. Look whose grave we are on right now.
That's one thing you never want to do. I did some research. You never want to take your hands off of it, and you always have to say goodbye, but you never take your hands off of it. Because now that even though you say goodbye later, you're letting them in right now.
Joseph.
You can't
Can you
see
see
it
it?
good. No, you
It
can't.
says Joseph.
Jose.
You can't really see it.
You can see it. I just saw it in there.
What the hell?
You're lying. Your grandma.
Back up the
Bro.
No.
Bro, who was that? He looked like a homeless man.
Bro.
Are you okay?
Bro.
Hurry.
I will email something about my grandpa. Went through it growing up. I would love that warpath. Thank you. I love that.
I locked the door.
We're leaving the board here. We're leaving the board here. We're leaving the board here.
I don't know where to go. I don't know how far I am from anything. Is he by us?
Go. I don't care.
I don't know where I am, Ruby. I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
They believe that there might be an angry homeless man lurking in the graveyard, so they make a fast retreat. When they return to grab the Ouija board,
Now that homeless guy was saying Joseph in a weird voice.
the driver claims to see this mysterious homeless man yet again. But when the car lights shine on the area, no one is there.
Where is he? He's not even nowhere near. I don't see nobody, do you? Alright, this is what we gotta do, Kane. Are you recording?
Yes.
We're gonna run to the Ouija board
Say goodbye.
and try to say goodbye.
Ready?
Myself, I would have left everything there because you already took your hands off. If you open a portal in a graveyard, that's better than having it followed you home. You know what I mean? I would have just went home.
Come on.
Oh, here goes the piece.
Come on.
How to get off the
I
board?
don't know.
Come on, hurry up.
Say goodbye.
Put your hand on it.
Hurry up.
Oh shit, my bad.
Goodbye.
Did we do it?
Yeah.
What? What are you doing? What's that?
You heard that?
What is that?
Be careful.
Do you see anything up there? The voice is coming from up here, and I'm not seeing a goddamn thing. That was either a guy trying to prank us, and he knew that we were live.
I think it was a homeless man.
I think he knew that because we were saying Joseph out loud, you know, and he probably was like, "Oh, we should pull a prank on these kids." Otherwise, that was just some creepy ass shit.
Okay. Sorry about that.
If we just saw a ghost, like, I'm being dead ass serious. I don't know what to think right now.
Should I get out and record?
Hell no. What?
No, this is what we should do.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Holy shit!
Throw that bitch! Throw that
My
bitch!
God!
Throw that bitch!
No! No!
Well, here's the thing. Hasbro still sells
Now, graveyard is scary by itself at nighttime. Ouija boards are scary by itself, day or night. Put them together, I think adult would freak out. Definitely teenagers and kids. Yeah. And they still sell Ouija boards as a children's toy in the toy stores.
Ouija boards as a children's toy. They never stop. And the game is listed for, quote, 2 to 4 players, ages 8 years and up. So if you believe the Ouija board is a conduit to evil entities on the other side, well, take note that it is still being marketed as a fun toy for children ages 8 and above.
Now, if I remember right, I did a research about 3 years ago on Ouija boards. And the guy that created a Ouija board, he followed Satan, and he wanted to bring people and kids to hell. I'm not surprised they still sell them. So much evil. I know. And he wanted to bring people to the devil and bring them to hell. And so evil helped him to create this. And that's what I researched. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what I researched and found out.
So, do you think a Ouija board is simply a scary toy suitable for 8-year-olds? Or is it a portal to the supernatural world? Let me know what you think down in the comments. Or, if you want to try it out yourself and see if you can summon some scary shadow being to your home, a link to buy this scary toy is in the...
No, my house is proof enough. It does bring a shadow thing into my house. Hunter made one. You don't have to buy it. You can make it, and it still will open up a portal.
Video description.
5-star phone service next to half-price phone bill?
Simple toy at a local dollar store. The so-called Evil Stick Wand was rated for children ages 3 years and above. It looked like a typical child's toy, and the packaging promised, quote, wonderful music, magic, and fairies. While the woman gave her child the toy, and that's not quite what she got. The young girl peels back a plastic sticker on the wand to reveal a demonic-looking little girl who seems to be cutting herself while grinning evilly at the camera. And remember how the toy's packaging promised, quote, wonderful music? Well, here's what the wand played. The little girl was frightened by the image. The girl's mother was appalled.
I'm outraged over it. I want to know how they think.
I don't know how they could put that as a wonderful wand. And the girl's cutting herself and with that evil laugh. That would scare any little kid. Any little kid. And they should put a warning on there and say, evil laugh, da-da-da-da-da, evil picture. So they know what they're buying instead of making it sound like it's a, I know. Isn't that terrible? Did you see the little girl in that picture cutting herself? That is so wrong. That should be yanked off the shelves.
That is suitable for a child.
I'm doing this because Christmas is coming up. I figured, let's add a little Christmas gifts in here, ideas of not to get.
Shop owner's reaction was the most surprising of all.
The name on it says Evil Stick. So from the name, I would, if I'm buying it for my kid, and I have a lot of kids, and I have young ones, I would inspect it before I even give it to them.
So when this story first went public, it seemed so outlandish.
3 years old. Can you imagine a 3-year-old getting that? Wow.
That many people on the internet first thought that it was just a hoax. But a YouTuber named Matt Clark went to the same dollar store and purchased this, quote, evil stick wand and confirmed the story.
It's like a child's anime series character. Again, that kind of goes with the princess wand, not so much a girl slicing her arm.
It would be. It would be tremendous. It would be, girl.
But anyway, down here in the corner, it says, I can send out the luster of the beauty. I don't know what that means.
It's a 100% real children's toy being sold in bargain stores all across the U.S. right now.
It is so graphic, they had to blur out her arm. So you know it showed the cuts and the blood. That is sad. When YouTube had to blur it out, you know, it's that graphic. That is awful.
Teething doll. Very strange and scary story emerged from the internet late last year. It was said that a new Pinterest craze had emerged on the internet. Sewing your child's lost baby teeth into a doll. Supposedly, mothers on Pinterest were taking up a new craft project, making dolls and sewing their children's lost baby teeth into the mouth of the doll. Like most things on the internet, it was all a wild exaggeration. Turns out it was actually an artist known only as Mrs. McGettrick who was making the strange dolls with teeth. The dolls are called fugglers, and despite the crazy stories circulated on the internet, the dolls did not have real lost baby teeth. The strange stuffed figures simply have bizarre fake teeth sewn into their mouth.
That's still a freaking looking doll. Can you imagine having that dog with teeth? No way. No freaking way. I couldn't do it.
But if that's not weird enough for you, then please keep in mind that in real life, some mothers actually make necklaces from their children's baby teeth. And that is 100% true.
Now, could you make necklaces out of your kids' baby teeth? Or gank? I couldn't. I couldn't.
This next video was recorded by a man named Javier from Argentina. Javier says that he was worried about his friend Antonio as he hadn't heard from him in a while. So he drives over to Antonio's house to check up on his friend. Javier pings.
Now, I gotta warn you, this is gonna be scary, okay?
No one answers. He calls out Antonio's name. Again, no answer. So Javier climbs over the wall into Antonio's backyard and goes to the back door of the house. For some reason, the door is open. Fearing the worst, Javier goes inside to investigate. What happens next is downright chilling. Antonio! Antonio!
That kind of got me kind of when I was filming this, yeah.
Hey!
What I don't understand, if you have a friend that hasn't been answering the phone calls for a week or so or a couple weeks, would you be filming going into his place? I wouldn't even think about it. I would just walk in and see if he's okay, knock at the door. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be filming it on my phone. But I don't know.
Antonio, soy yo. Javier. Hey.
Javier, boludo.
Now, I would think that would have been him. Didn't want to be bothered. Myself, I don't know. If a door slammed in my face, I don't know. That wouldn't be a welcoming, hey, come on in, you know.
Che, loco, ¿sos vos? Ya fue, boludo. Vine a ver qué onda, ¿cómo andás? ¿Estás bien? Che, loco, si sos vos, salí. ¿Escuchan eso?
I wouldn't think your best friend would be knocking either. I think he would holler it out unless he couldn't talk. But yeah, not a normal response to my knowledge.
Javier doesn't know what is going on, and he doesn't want any part of it.
We called the police if we hadn't heard from him, my nephew, in a week. Oh, I'm so sorry, Warpath. I am so sorry. Yeah, I would call the police if I haven't heard from my friend or my nephew or whatever. I wouldn't just go in. I mean, I wouldn't want the cops to think I hurt somebody. You know what I mean? Going in trying to find somebody.
He decides to just leave the house and call the police. But just as he's about to exit, he hears a strange sound from somewhere behind him. The next 30 seconds are like something right out of a nightmare. Did you see it? A door swings open by itself and someone or something with glowing eyes seems to peek over the upper glass of the door, 7 feet in the air.
If you don't know, but demons and angels are about 7 feet. They're extra, extra tall.
Javier has had about enough and just makes a run for it. He says that whoever or whatever this was, it certainly was not his friend Antonio.
And glowing eyes? Nah, it's not an angel. Nah, and 7 feet tall? Nah, it's not a good thing.
After calling the police over to the residence, Javier learns that his friend has tragically passed away inside the house, just behind that door that he couldn't open. Javier is so upset and confused by the whole ordeal that he just can't let it go. He decides to return to Antonio's house.
All right, after seeing that 7 foot with glowing eyes and the knocking and the voice, would you go back, Warpath? I wouldn't go back. No way. No way.
In search of answers. It did not go well.
What do you expect? The first time didn't go well. Did he think the second time was going to go well?
Esta es la pieza. Mira.
Dead animal. Not good. Or a bird or whatever that was. Not good.
La laucha. Da un poco de escalofrío estar acá, se siente una carga.
That is your gut and your Holy Spirit saying, get the F out of there, stupid. Get the F out of there. It's trying to warn you. Your body's trying to warn you, guy.
Un poco pesada, qué sé yo. Mira. ¿Qué pasó?
Dear Wayfarer, this year I want...
¿Quién anda ahí? Mía.
just like it happened the first time. The door slammed. Big surprise, and the lights went off by itself. Yeah, not a good sign. Me neither, Warbeth. I wouldn't go back there. No way. Glowing eye, 7 feet tall. You know what's in there. He knows what's in there. And it shuts the doors, knocks, and it's 7 feet tall. No freaking way. Now, if you see me now, I have goosebumps on my arms. Not standing up, but goosebumps. You know, there's no way. Now, the 28th, my hair stood up on my arms. I had to pray during that one. This one kind of scares me. No way.
¡Hola! ¿Qué mierda anda ahí la concha de su madre? ¡Hey, hey! ¡Hey!
And with that, Javier is done. He leaves the house, and to this day, he claims explanation for what happened inside. Kansas City, Missouri are away from home one night.
Sorry, I got YouTube Prime. So no more commercials. No more commercials. But yeah, what do you expect? The second time was better, easier than the first time. I don't know why he went back there. I don't know.
When their Nest security camera captures something truly bizarre. A shouting figure.
The reason why my computer is acted that way because I was doing the 28th one and it started acting up. As you can tell, it's not playing right.
Figure about the height of a child can be seen moving from the upstairs bedroom. The figure doesn't appear to walk or run, but rather float at a high speed before it just disappears into thin air. A small childlike voice can be heard calling out, "Help."
Oh, heck no. Oh, heck no. It's time to cleanse that house. It's time to cleanse that house. And the reason why I have my little face on covered up is because I did a live this morning and my female is in heat. And when my cat was in there, Scooby was humping the air going toward the cat. So I don't think you guys want to watch Scooby hump in the air. He once in a while, he was walking behind me humping the air. So I'm trying to spare you guys in case he started humping the air again. So, okay, going back to that little ghost kid going help.
The family has never experienced anything paranormal before, so they have no idea just what this could be. The house was only built 15 years ago, and they've searched online, but they can't find any strange history about the house or land. So just what is this? Let me know what you think. We need scary videos, so if you see anything that you think would be perfect.
I know. Athena's in heat, and he's like, oh, he's got this feeling, and the poor cat. Scooby looked at him and started humping the air, and the cat brought out his claws and smacked him one like, oh no. And Scooby's like walking around my room trying to go, here, kitty, kitty. And the cat looked at him like, oh no, and smacked him another. And then Scooby's doing the hump in the air. And then he comes to me, pawing me and going, the cat's not wanting to play. Like I'm supposed to do something.
Perfect for the top 5. Send it to us at nukestop5@gmail.com. The uninvited guest. A family on Rote Island in Indonesia are gathered to celebrate a birthday when one of the guests captures something truly chilling on camera.
Semua suara ada kok?
A strange uninvited guest can be seen looking into the window, watching the family as they celebrate.
Do you see that? Do you see that? What the F? I would freak out looking at that. And I'm glad I have this, it's not going on camera, because as soon as I said that, guess what Scooby was doing? Yeah, the air thing again.
Now, without a source, we'll never know exactly what's going on here. So, tell me what you think.
I don't know what your belief is. The Bible says that there is no, the dead isn't walking the earth. And I know demons lie. So I don't know if it's demons that are lying pretending to be people or demons and people. I don't know for sure. But that person is spooky looking, or that thing is spooky looking outside the window. That don't look human. I don't know. I've never seen that. Don't look human.
Cave Crisis. Alex Cantrell from the YouTube channel Underground Explorers is invited to explore a cave on his friend's ranch in Texas. But the cave is partially submerged in water.
Hi, Matt. How are you? How are you? I'm sorry. I put the wrong date down, and then I figured out about a couple hours ago. No. This is what happens when I work on it till about 5 a.m. My brain don't connect it in. You're going to have to rerun it. The first part is for spooky toys. I figured with Christmas coming up, it would be fun to watch some spooky toys. And then this paranormal. But the cave thing is not paranormal. It's just spooky.
Very difficult to enter and explore. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say that this video is not exactly anything paranormal, but it is very
I love that they're saying this is intense. Yeah, that makes me hurt that yet. That makes me feel good because I was scared in here. I'm like, when these fish come in, they're like, oh, these gates, let's climb it. No, this is a little rough. Yeah. I feel a rope on my foot. So much water in my ears. Yeah, same. Oh man, water in my eyes. Snorkel would be nice right now. Yeah. Good times.
There is no way. I'm claustrophobic. There is no way I can get into a cave that tight that your nose and your mouth is only up. And it started out to have more room. And the further you get in, the tighter it gets. Oh, heck no. Oh, heck to the no on this one.
Good times. Yeah, don't look for it. Does it really go further? Is he under? Oh, hell no, I'm not doing that. There's barely air back here today. So loud. This is the waiting area. Are you going, Jacob? Holy, we just did.
I agree. way. There's hell no. I'm gonna go into that cave.
Alex's friend and fellow cave explorer Jacob is a little further ahead in a part of the cave that is so submerged that there's barely room to breathe. As he ducks under the murky water, Jacob becomes confused and panics, breathing in a mouthful of the dirty water. In a terrified frenzy, he tries to back out of the cave as fast as he can, but he slams into Alex, dragging him underwater too.
See, that could have killed both of them. And you get turned around. Everything's dark. You don't know what's in what. And if you turn around, you don't know if up's down, down's up, or what's the way out. Yeah. No. Good way to die.
Luckily, the two guys make it out safely, with only a few scratches to remind them of the terrifying incident. This video once again goes to show that sometimes people, even your own friends, can be much scarier and more dangerous than anything paranormal. And I don't know about you, but just watching them in that cramped little tunnel gave me the heebie-jeebies. Now, you can watch this entire exciting cave exploration and many more over on the YouTube channel, Underground Explorers. Hiding under the bed. And another creepy video shared to TikTok without a source.
Now tell me if you think this is true or not. If this is a hoax or if this is true.
A man is woken up in the middle of the night by a strange thumping sound coming from under his bed. What happens next is absolutely horrifying.
Escucho algo ahí abajo de acá.
The man looks under his bed but sees.
Did you see that? Did you see those black eyes? No way. And I didn't see anybody over there.
Nothing that could explain the mysterious thumping. But then a horrific thing comes sliding out from under his bed, and the video cuts. Now, I'm in no way claiming that this video is real, but it is definitely very creepy.
There's no way. Look at that. Look at those black eyes. Ew.
And real or not, I'll leave that for you to decide. The haunted USS Salem.
Did you think that's real, that girl, or you think that was a setup to make it look creepy?
Seth Borden from the YouTube channel Seth and Chase, Josh from Exploring with Josh, and paranormal investigators Steve and Dylan from Haunted Nights joined together as they set out to investigate the many reports of paranormal encounters on board the historic Navy cruiser, the USS Salem. Although the USS Salem was never involved in any military combat, it was often used as an emergency relief ship.
Yeah, it looked real to me too, and all that, those black eyes, and that skin wasn't quite normal.
And gave medical aid to horribly injured victims, both civilians and Navy crewmen. It is said that up to 400 people have died on the USS Salem throughout the years, including men, women, and children. Today, the Grand Historic Ship is preserved as a museum in Quincy, Massachusetts. Many visitors and employees claim to have seen or heard paranormal activity while on board the ship. The ship's caretaker, Don, explains to the group of investigators that one very active spirit on the USS Salem is that of an older sailor who they refer to as Chief.
And this is, I think, where the Chief hangs out.
You think the Chief is here?
Well, I think the Chief hangs out here now.
Okay. So you would say that, like, Chief is the authoritative?
Now, before I go up to the Midwest,
I would say the Chief is the guardian of the ship. The Chief is the main.
They have a warship down here that is haunted, and Ghostbusters or Ghost something did go through it, and they did see a face in the window with fire for its hair, and I would love to explore that before I go and film it for you guys.
And who is concerned with people disrespecting the ship and things of that nature. When the pandemic first started and I started working at home, I loved my hair was longer than yours. I mean, it was down to like the middle of my back. And every time I came aboard, the Chief would yank my hair.
Oh, man. Damn it.
The guys decide to do an EVP session to try to communicate with the ghost known as the Chief. Their recorder captures some very disturbing responses.
We are something. Clear as day. Yeah. That's so vocal, too.
Yeah.
Dude, we are. Event, we are. Oh, my craziest ever.
Have you guys ever tried to catch some spirits or voices?
What is that last word? It's 2 syllables. Yeah. We are. We are alive. We are something. Do we just sit there and try it one more time? Yeah. Because now we've heard them. We can tell them that we can hear you. You know what I mean? Okay, yeah. Let's bring it back. All right, I'm going to do it again. We heard you say we are something. We can't understand you. Can you repeat yourself? We are what?
Can the chief come down here and talk to us?
Chief, if you're here watching us, can you tell us?
Hey, that is smart, Matt. That is smart because they can attach to you and go home with you. Our old hospital's haunted. We had people to check it out. It's a museum now. What did they find out, Warpath? That would be interesting to find out what they found out about that old hospital.
What's your name? Oh my god, I did it again. Bro, I don't even want to film, like, if this is every question. Oh my god. No, bro, I don't want to film. Oh my god.
I think they made him mad. What do you think? I think if it's screaming, I think he made him mad.
Oh, we got some. Yeah, I just gotta show you this. I'm never one to like show off evidence like people until like we leave, but like I just want to show you this.
Yeah, we want like the raw reaction to this.
Yeah, we've heard that before.
You've heard them get pissed off like this before?
The group believes that they might have made contact with the entity known as the Chief, and it seems that they have really pissed him off. Next, they investigate the mess hall, a large room that is said to be where the Chief appears the most. Using an Ovilus device and an EVP recorder, the group questions the spirits that haunt the ship. And this is when things get downright creepy.
Who's following us here? And why are you screaming?
Helpless. They're helpless.
Oh, we're helpless.
That's way worse. Some touches.
My hair just got touched. I literally just felt my...
Something touched his hair. Could you believe it? Something touched his hair.
hair gets reset. Every time you came out here, you got his hair pulled. I long hair.
My hair was longer than yours. I mean, it was down to like the middle of my back. And every time I came aboard, the chief would yank my hair.
If you saw it on camera, but I felt it. Holy shit.
That one when he got it. Yeah, it'll remind you.
Oh, good point. Flashlight's on.
5-star phone service next.
That one when he got it. Yeah, it'll remind you.
Don't worry, guys. I just got YouTube Prime, so no more commercials.
Oh, good point. Flashlight's on.
Helpless.
Helpless. They're helpless. Oh, we're helpless.
Just like what happened to the ship's caretaker, Don, something seems to touch Seth's hair. But that's not all they captured. Now, before this next clip, it should be mentioned that the ghost of a young girl and her mother are also said to haunt the USS Salem. When the explorers review their footage, it seems like they might have encountered one of these spirits without even knowing.
Maybe we should...
Alice.
Alice?
Alice. What was his name? Right after we heard Lucy's voice.
Did you see it? If you watch closely, you can see a figure that looks like a girl in a long skirt.
Right around here, guys. Do you see it? Me too. I have the YouTube Premium as well. I hate ads. I did too. I did too, man.
Walking in the background.
Alice.
Alice?
Alice. What was his name? Right after we heard.
I will let you know my great niece was in there. They had 2 paranormal people there. They tried to turn on a no-player piano on. My niece and I went into room 5 minutes later and turned it on. Wow. Wow. That's spooky.
Alice?
Alice.
So did the group make contact with the chief? Or, well, did the chief make contact with Seth? And is this the ghost of one of the women who haunt the ship? I leave it up to you to decide. You can watch this entire investigation over on the YouTube channels Seth and Chase, Exploring with Josh, and Haunted Nights. The Waiting Room. Trixie Joy Velasco from Davao, Philippines is in the hospital giving birth to her daughter, while her fiancé Dave is waiting in an empty hospital ward nearby. While waiting, he sees something that sends a chill down his spine. There's no one in the room, but as Dave looks under the bed, 2 legs can be seen standing at the other side of the room.
You see the 2 legs? Right here? See the 2 legs?
He looks up, and again, there's no one there. Dave is pretty freaked out. So did he accidentally capture evidence of the paranormal? Or just who or what do these legs belong to? Playtime is over. Lorelai Gonzalez from La Paz, Uruguay says that the 10-year-old daughter of one of her family members recorded a very creepy video while she was playing in her bedroom. The young girl is proudly showing off her brand new kitchen playset to the camera when suddenly she gets the scare of a lifetime.
Ahora tengo 2 tenedores así, una rosita, igual que el cuchillo mostré al principio.
Watch the doll, guys. Watch the doll. This is spooky. This is spooky. After watching these things, I don't know if I want a doll. You know what I mean? Sitting around, they're cute, but things like this is kind of like, no.
No sé si lo mostré. Y este tenedor amarillo. Este tenedor, se me está cayendo todo. Perdón, se me está cayendo todo. 2 cuchillos amarillos iguales. Tengo esta tacita.
The investigator said it was the girl that got the spirit's attention. They contacted me and had gotten voices talking to my niece. Wow, that is interesting. That is interesting. They were attracted to your niece.
Tacita y esta tacita.
Your niece is lucky that they didn't follow her home.
Como asfixia. Huevo. ¿Sí?
Did you see that? Did you see that arm?
A creepy little doll seems to push over a plastic cup. The girl is a little confused but shrugs it off and continues showing her playset. Then the doll's arm lifts up and falls back down all on its own. The girl makes a run for it, flipping her camera and...
I'm sorry, but I would make a run for it too. If I see one of my toys move like that, no way. I wouldn't be around. No way.
Yelling for mama. According to Lorelai, the video was recorded years ago and the girl is now 14 years old. But she is still freaked out by this whole incident. They have no idea how the doll could have moved by itself, so this creepy recording remains a mystery to this day.
¿Sí?
Off the wall. 6 months ago, Reddit user AMRV5 moved into an old apartment along with her 2 roommates. Since then, posters, pictures, and basically anything they hang on their walls will frequently just fall to the floor for unknown reasons. This has happened so often that the 3 roommates are starting to get a bit freaked out. One night, Reddit user AMRV5 is all alone in her apartment. Something happens that is truly bizarre.
I would want to trash far away. Yeah. Yeah.
What the?
A picture frame on the wall rocks back and forth on its own. Then the desk chair slowly moves to face her. The video cuts out there because...
Oh, heck no. Oh, heck no. There's no way. If I see that, no way.
Reddit user AMRV5 is so terrified that she hurries off to the kitchen to wait for her roommates to come home. Now, after posting her video to Reddit, shocked viewers ask if there might be a more logical explanation. For example, maybe the air vent above the picture is simply causing a draft. So AMRV5 explains that...
Now, there's no way that air vent could blow sideways like that unless the vent is turned. The vent, slashes are turned that way, but it didn't look that way. It looked like it was straight out. So I don't think personally it would be the air vents.
That her thermostat is set to turn the heat on at around 4 p.m. every day, and that this could possibly cause an air current. So the next day, just before 4 p.m., she grabs her phone and records the vent.
This is our vent test. We have about a minute until the heat's supposed to cycle on. We're going to see if that does anything to move the picture frame.
That poor girl jumped, and that was a loud bang. That was a loud bang.
He did not come on yet.
While waiting for the heat to come on, there's a loud bang at the door. When AMRV5 goes to check it out, she finds that a shoe has fallen down the steps. But then, another loud bang.
I would have jumped too. Let me tell you, I would have jumped too.
This time from inside her apartment. She hurries back in and finds that the picture frame has fallen completely off the wall. So what do you think is going on here? Could Reddit user AMRV5's apartment actually be haunted? I leave it up to you to decide.
Wayfair presents mattresses. Stack up the savings with mattresses starting at just $300.
Sorry, guys, again. Like I said, I just got last night YouTube Prime, and there's no the videos on the next, no commercials on the next one. So that's all taken care of. And Scooby is wanting his girlfriend. He's whining.
Vibes. Popular Czech ghost hunter Danny Threeman from the YouTube channel TV Twix and his friend Dominic set out to investigate an old abandoned laboratory in the Czech Republic. The building is a source of controversy and tragedy, as unsuspecting employees of the laboratory were forced to undergo horrible experiments to test and study dangerous chemicals. In some cases, these chemicals were fatal. Now, years later, locals claim that the spirit of one of these employees still haunts the building, still afraid, and still angry. It's around 4 a.m. when Danny and Dominic find a room with a single bed frame, possibly a bed that belonged to one of the lab employees. They activate their REM pod device and quickly realize that something is not quite right.
Já to zkusím položit na tu postel, víš co? Kámo, čekuj, ta postel vibruje, kde byl. Je to vidět? Ono se kámo. Kámo, ten přístroj se úplně zbláznil, vole. A ono, kámo, vibruje celý ten rošt s tím přístrojem. Yes. Kámo.
Yeah, Scooby's right beside me. I'm petting his chest. He's crying for his girlfriend. Athena's in the other room, and the kitty's in the other room. The kitty don't want to get hard because Scooby's kept looking at him in a different way. So the kitty's staying out of my room now. So he's pawing me like, help me, Mom, help me bring my girlfriend back in here. Yeah, that was Scooby. He's crying. He's crying.
Kámo, ta fotka se hejbla. Nevíte, to tam vzadu. Podle mě rovněž, jo.
Kámo, ona šla ke mně, vole.
Kámo.
Kamo. Ty král, OK, děkujeme za znamení. Takže víme, že jsi tady s náma. Máme odejít z této místnosti pryč a nechat ti tvůj klid? Ano, zkus se nám znovu projevit. Ty král, ty jsi až prdel. OK, děkujeme za znamení. My tedy tuto místnost opustíme. Necháme tě tady v klidu, nebudeme se ptát na další dotazy. Nevíme, kámo, co se tomu dotyčnému stalo, proč je tady. A jdeme odsaď do prdele. Ty pito, kámo, to si děláš.
Oh, heck no. And there's no way a string is going to pull that. Scooby, lay down. Come on. Come on. You'll live, buddy. You'll live. One more week. There's no way a string or a rope could pull that without us seeing it.
Kámo, to šlo po mně, kde to, kámo. Ty krávo, kámo, sedem na to.
The bed frame seems to vibrate, triggering the REM pod device. Then the bed suddenly moves toward Danny. The two investigators stay calm, but when the bed aggressively slides across the room, they just get out of there. After gathering their courage, they decide to investigate the building's laboratory. This lab was the site of many horrible...
Yeah, I would run. There's no freaking way.
...experiments and tests that were conducted on the building's employees.
I know, Scooby. Matt, what's going on is my female dog's in heat. I'm getting her fixed in a couple months. And she came in heat earlier than I thought. And she's in the other room with my son. And my cat decided it's not worth it to be in here because Scooby humps the air walking toward the cat and crying. And Scooby, I mean, my cat would scratch him across the face like, don't think about it. Don't think about it. So Scooby is pawing me like, help me, Mom. Let my girlfriend in. Why aren't you helping me? So he's kind of crying in the background. So bear with him. The reason why I have a camera on, because I went live on the others on YouTube side. And behind me, he was humping the air. I didn't want to be strike for X-rated dog scene humping the air. So, and then he was pawing at me like, help me, Mom. So, yeah, that's why I'm not camming up. And that's why you're hearing doggy cries.
Danny starts to ask questions to try to get a response from the paranormal presence in the building. For around 20 minutes or so, nothing much happens. Then things take a terrifying turn.
Jsi tu s námi? Je tady nějaká duše, která by se chtěla projevit na nějakým z těch přístrojů. Jsme tady jenom kvůli vám, abyste nám ukázali, tu jste, a pak se samozřejmě zeptáme na nějaké otázky. A proč tu jste? Ale jako upřímně nevím, přijeme, že už tady jsme asi 15-20 minut. Přístroje, zatím nic. Trošku jsme to tady přeorganizovali, by tady byla lepší energie, ale...
I have come home and I have...
Doesn't realize what their camera has captured, and even though they're freaked out by the bizarre movement of the chair, they continue to investigate, moving to a new location with an absolutely gruesome past, the incubator room. According to
now, warning, this is a gruesome past, guys. What they're going to tell you is it's warning sign, warning sign, warning sign. This is gruesome.
Local legend, a man was tied up and tortured to death in the back of this room. As Danny is telling the story, things start to get weird.
Tím, že vlastně ho přivázali, linčovali jako svině, tamhle v tom zadním inkubátoru, prostě mě zavřeli, jo. No, to je možná ta duše, protože když jsem o tom zrovna mluvil, jakože ho zavřeli, tak se nám to projevilo, jakože asi ano.
Yeah, me too. I didn't quite see what was in the other room peeking out. I thought I saw a shadow, but I'm not sure. They really didn't go up and closely look at it. So yeah, the chair moving would have been good enough for me.
Kámo, ty dveře toho inkubátoru, jak debil.
Nevíte to?
To si děláš prdel. Kámo, ten přístroj furt jede ten repot. To si děláš prdel. Kámo, co se to tady děje, ty vole?
Co bylo?
Kámo, nevím, mně přijde, vole, že ten repot jako by furt zvyšoval teplotu. Vzadu mi přijde, že se hejbe, kámo, to lano, vole. Vlastně mi to zdá.
Kámo.
Now the rope is moving by itself. Yeah, and there wouldn't be no air in it because it's been abandoned for many, many, many years. So yeah.
Už mám kam fakt halucinace.
Ne, fakt kam se hejbe asi, ale.
Myslíš? Kámo. Ty dveře.
Kámo, já piči, vole.
Kámo, to si děláš pryč, oce. Já zkusím, vole, z toho ekvipu ještě vyndat jeden vlastně jiný přístroj.
Kámo! Ty kámo, já už jdu do prdele.
Snažíme se pohlat, teď
jo,
to?
Jo, viděl jsem to, kámo.
Ty
hej, já už jdu do prdele.
Kámo, sedm na to.
A ty dveře ještě,
kámo.
kámo.
Ten přístroj, vole.
Kámo. Hej.
Kámo, jdeme do prdele, oce. Do pí, vole.
Kámo.
To si děláš prdele, kámo, se nám ještě v životě nepodařilo zachytit tohle.
The TV Twix guys have had enough. The two investigators grab their equipment and just head home. So did Danny and Dominic capture proof of the paranormal?
I wouldn't blame him. I would have took off too. No, that was enough for me too. Yeah.
Could this be the spirit of one of the employees that suffered horrible experiments here?
There it is. Do you see it
Or
right there?
is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. The ghost in the garage. This next creepy video was
Oh, now this is screwed up, guys. This is screwed up. Beware. And nobody's home in this house, okay? Thank you, Matt, for the trigger warning. Thank you.
reposted to the internet without a source. Allegedly, a woman named Sarah is recording a video after she notices strange activity inside her neighbor's garage. What makes the footage so creepy is that her neighbors are not home. They're away on vacation, leaving both their home and garage completely empty. This is the video.
Now watch right around here, okay, guys? Beware. Ready?
A light flickers and something seems to quickly race back and forth inside the garage. Whatever
Now watch around here, guys. Watch around here.
it is then stops and peeks out at her, staring right at Sarah
You see it right there?
before quickly disappearing out of sight. Now, without a source, it's impossible to know exactly what's going on here. But whatever this is moves at a speed that's just a little too fast for a normal human being. So what do you think this is?
That's the Nukes top 5, guys. Let me tell you, next week, the 28th is going to be a lot better. Going to be a lot better because we have Ghosts of Carmel, Maine, and they catch a skinwalker on camera, and demons and other things that are not human. So please, it's going to be on the 28th at 9 o'clock. I triple checked it this time so I didn't make a mistake. You guys, bring your cross, please. You're going to need it. And I would say, leave your lights on, because I had to stop many times because it gave me the heebie-jeebies. I needed a break from it. So thank you guys for coming. I will see you on the 28th at 9 o'clock. Like I said, it is a lot spookier on the 28th. And bring your cross. If you're epileptic, I'm not pronouncing it right. There's a lot of flashing lights, so beware. But you're going to see things crawling out of a window that made me gasp. And I live with something in here, so I'm used to seeing shadow figures. But that's, yeah, Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. Oh my goodness. But the Nukes top 5 link is on the bottom. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, sweetheart. Happy New Year's. Have a safe, wonderful New Year's. Do not drive drunk. Have a designated driver and watch out for the other drivers, because you don't know if they're doing the same thing too. God bless you. Jesus love you. I'll see you on the 28th or around the YouTube streets. Bye.